Coach, thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and our home team. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready? 30 base. Here we go.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Mike 50. Run. Hey. It's a party now.
They'll look to throw here. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Ready up. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. You remember me. Let's go, baby.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
6-6, pull it high. Rock it. 25, check 25. Check 31. Wide, get wide.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Tie it right. 3 down. Topper. Back. Shoot.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
Check 3.
From the gun, Herbert, and it's complete. Henry. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
First and 10 at the 31.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Hey. You got three.
Ready.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, check. Check 61. Matchbox lights.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And an alley to run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points so you know that all the time during the...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
He's coming.
Greystone, Travis.
He's coming.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler, 76 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times do we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Ito Smith. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd and 9 now. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Pilot, 64, weak.
A first down carry for Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Quadri Olison, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Oh, this is blocked. Now the Chargers have it. And he gets it past the 30, but not much further than that. And the extra point attempt snuffed down.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax.
Whoa, bad move. On 1st and 10, Herbert got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2nd and 1. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. 2nd down and inches. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. 30, 10, and this is going to be a Charger touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I were down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Alpha. Mike 50.
2nd and 4. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big-time play there for the Falcons. And even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Antonio Callaway, an 80-yard touchdown. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll look to throw. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Smith. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st.
90 Wolf. Tight right.
Off play action. Herbert. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Ready,
so now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
No. 80 weapon.
Hey, watch that. Check.
They'll run here with Eckler. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 37.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
This is a counter play. Eckler, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Set, ready? 15 line. 15 line. Now.
Operating from the gun. Herbert over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's a gain of 3.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Hatchet.
Go. Get it.
From the gun, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Badgley able to knock this one through. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Ready, ready. Two times.
Out. 3 down.
Let go.
Here is Eckler. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A give, Eckler running to the right. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Watch the slant. Check your hot read.
Bravo.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Good job, fellas.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Operating from the gun. Herbert. That's taken in by Callaway. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Pass left. There he goes left side. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board and get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd down now. It's Smith. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First down.
He's crashes.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hey, orbit. Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 3 down. 3 down.
Hey, echo.
3 down. 3 down.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. He'll drop to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
They'll drop the throw. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on,
and a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
Hey, exit.
Back to throw. Herbert He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chargers on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Check 43.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
58, wahoo, 2.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
SOS. Topper. Yo, faster. Ready?
Looking to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 30. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. He's coming.
They run with Taylor. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Watch twist. You got tight right there. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a toss play to Eckler. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd down and 6.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more coming.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your store and I'ma catch those. Mexicans, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause I like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more,